It is a cultural rite of passage and a cherished high school tradition. It is the prom, and sadly for most, it's been canceled due to the coronavirus. But high schoolers have been getting creative, even getting some help from a few stars. There have been virtual parties thanks to John Krasinski and Al Roker, not to mention the virtual after parties. And while nothing beats the real thing, there are some epic movies to get you through. So whether high school seniors want to have a virtual watch party, or if you just want to relive your glory days, here are some prom-themed cult classics to put on your watch list. First up, there's Something About Mary.
Are you going to the prom?
I think proms
Because I thought maybe
dumb.
we could go together.
The 1998 film starring Cameron Diaz and Ben Stiller became an instant classic thanks to one, actually two scenes,
I just ran out.
and proved that nice guys don't always finish last.
But I'd be happiest with you.
Now, while there is certainly something about Mary, there's also something about movies that transport us back in time. Way back.
Are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Back to the Future not only gave us Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly, the DeLorean, time travel, Doc, Biff, and hoverboards, but also one of the greatest films to be made in the 80s.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Speaking of 80s classics, Pretty in Pink.
Feel any better if I asked you to the prom?
The movie, which stars Molly Ringwald as a poor girl from the wrong side of the tracks who has to choose between her best friend Ducky and the very rich and very popular Blaine, perfectly chronicles the dilemma of adolescence, or at least as it was in 1986.
If you don't go to him now, I'm never going to take you to another prom ever again, you hear me?
And really, any movie with Molly Ringwald should be on your list. Now, moving on, what high schooler wouldn't want a second chance at a first impression? You can watch Drew Barrymore get hers in Never Been Kissed. Sure, the plot would never fly today, but really it doesn't matter because the cast, including a throwback Jessica Alba, will have you cheesing from ear to ear.
Sorry I'm late. It took me forever to get here.
While some films crown prom queens, only Carrie crowns a scream queen. But if it's a throwback coming-of-age dramedy you're in the mood for, look no further than Fast Times at Richmond High.
Hey, bud. Let's party.
If you just want to cut loose, how about hanging on the dance floor with Kevin Bacon?
Hey, what's this I see? I thought this was a party! Let's dance!
Or Sandy and Danny and the rest of the crew of Rydell High. Now let's talk She's All That. From the soundtrack to Freddie Prinze Jr.'s Puppy Dog Eyes, this one is prom movie perfection, rounded out with one epic supporting cast, including Usher, Gabrielle Union, Anna Paquin, and the late Paul Walker.
I'll pick the girl, and you got 6 weeks to turn her into the prom queen. Gentlemen, we have a winner.
And finally, the movie that gave us Stifler's mom and forever changed the way we look at apple pie, my personal favorite prom flick, American Pie.
Here's to the next step.
The movie gifts us with hilarious lessons in life, love, and
Warm apple pie.
happy watching, everyone.
We'll just tell your mother that we ate it all.